there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. So as you guys probably know, I am a massive fan of yoga. I just love it. I've been doing hot yoga and hatha yoga, vinyasas and loads of different types of yoga, and my mum is actually a yoga teacher. So I thought I would kind of share a bit of my love for yoga with you guys with a kind of beginner's yoga video, and I'm kind of going to discuss how you can put some yoga into your life, how to like start yoga, where to start with it, and then towards the end of this video I'm going to kind of guide you through a sort of start to a yoga sequence, because it's quite important to start the sequence with refocusing your mind and focusing on your breath. So yeah, it won't require any like yoga clothes. I mean, I'm wearing like a sports bra, but won't require any of that. It just requires you and your mind and you to be present. So yeah, I will quickly take you through my yoga journey. So my mum's been a yoga teacher for quite a few years, but as a child I was not receptive to it at all. I thought I was really unflexible and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And my mum would kind of try and get me to do yoga and I was like, no mum, I don't want to do it at all. So I think the shift came when I was about 14. My mum randomly offered to give me and my best friend Charlotte and her mum a sort of like private yoga class in our living room. So just like this, we would come into our living room, shovel the furniture back, and I think the fact that I was doing it with my friend kind of made me want to do it. So we just did like one session a week, literally like really basic, half an hour of yoga, and I kind of realised that I had been missing out. Whether you're spiritual or not, whether you are flexible or not, fit or not, doesn't matter, because the thing is, yoga is for everyone. There are so many different types of yoga, so if you don't like one type, that's fine, leave it. There are so many other different types. And that summer we went to Thailand and I went to the hot yoga studio there, which is like Bikram yoga, and that's so different to anything I had done, and it's kind of one of the most intense kind of yogas you can do, but I personally loved it, and I think it was that kind of initiated my yoga journey. And my New Year's resolution for 2017 was to do like 20 minutes of yoga every morning and like 5 to 10 minutes of yoga before I go to bed. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So, you know, really basic. I'm not talking like handstands, I'm just talking like gentle stretches, refocusing your mind, focusing on your breathing. And I truly believe that it has changed my life, and it has changed a lot of my outlook on life. And I just feel a lot more positive in general, especially when you do it in the morning, because it kind of sets up your day. I kind of recommend doing a yoga class somewhere at least once. There are so many good resources online nowadays, but I feel like at least for your first few classes, it's quite a good idea to like physically go to a class and have a teacher there that can instruct you and help you if you need it. I also feel like yoga classes are like the least judgy place ever. I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like I can go in there and just utterly be myself. So for beginners yoga, I also recommend Yoga with Adriene on YouTube, because I mean, I'm not a beginner anymore, but I still love her videos. I love her personality. She just makes everything really like fun, and she's very good at tailoring it to different abilities. So Yoga with Adriene, hit her up. This is not sponsored, but I just love her. The foundations of yoga are that you focus on your breath, you kind of ride your breath, and it is that breath that is the center of the practice of yoga. And the fundamental idea is that it is not what you do, but how you do it. So it is not getting into fancy poses just for the sake of an Instagram photo. It is more how you flow from one pose to another, or how you use your breath to guide the pose, or how you use the pose to connect to a part of yourself. Like I went to a forest yoga class yesterday. I've never done forest yoga before, and I came out of it feeling so like inspired and motivated, and I was like, right Jade, it's time to make our yoga video. There's also yoga for like everything. There's yoga for like stress relief, there's like relaxation kind of yoga, there's like workout kind of yoga, vinyasas and flows, Bikram, like hot yoga in a hot room. There's so many different types, and I really encourage you to kind of branch out and see what things you like. Especially if you're having a down day, there's literally nothing better than coming home, 5 minutes on your mat, do it, done, and you feel so much better. Okay, so I also want to point out, I'm not a yoga teacher. I am 17 years old, do you know what I mean? So I highly recommend that you do look elsewhere for like actual yoga routines and stuff. But I'm kind of just going to guide you through a sort of seated / lying down kind of start to your practice. And you can do this right now. You don't need to be in yoga gear. You don't need a mat, although I have got a mat. I recommend you just sit on a comfortable surface. You can put a towel down if you want, or just some like clothes or something. Just put something down on the floor and join me when you're ready, just seated. It'll only be like a few minutes. So this is actually what I do to start my yoga practice in the morning, and it's also what you do at like most classes to kind of get your mind in the zone. So when you're ready, just come to a comfortable seated position, and if cross-legged doesn't even feel that great for you, you can take sitting on your knees, you can lie down with your legs up if you want. Just find a place that kind of feels comfortable for you and that you can stay in for a few minutes. And when you're ready, I invite you to just softly close off your eyes. Slowly draw your attention to your breath and slowly begin to deepen it. Notice how upon your inhale the belly rises, your chest, your collarbones all rise as the air fills your belly. And as you exhale, the belly softens, the chest falls. And it is this breath that is the base of the yoga practice. If ever in yoga you feel like a pose is too hard or you're struggling, just return to this breath. Be mindful of it. Imagine yourself inhaling white light in the form of positive energy. Imagine it filling your lungs and filling your entire body, cascading through you. And when you take your exhale, imagine all the tension in your body, all the stress, anxiety, all the negative emotions just fading away, falling away with the exhale. Inhaling that white light, letting it fill your entire body, and then letting it all go with that breath. I want you to be mindful of your body. Notice any areas you may be gripping, whether it's your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your collarbone. Anywhere there might be tension, I invite you to use your breath to try and release it. Breath by breath, imagine tension just falling away from those areas. If you need to, feel free to tilt your head from side to side slowly to help release the tension. Now draw your attention to your mood. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling angry, sad, anxious, stressed, nervous? Are you feeling any negative emotions? Instead of instantly forcing these emotions away, just acknowledge them. Notice them there. Mentally nod your head at them and accept them. It is only when you let these emotions settle that you can allow them to just let go. Breath by breath. Acceptance is a large part of yoga. If you can accept how you feel, then you can begin to accept yourself even more. Draw your attention once more to your breath. If ever you feel like your mind is wandering elsewhere, to other thoughts, to what you're going to have for dinner tonight, to your family, to homework, to stresses, stop and draw your attention back to your breath. Let those thoughts melt away. Push them gently to another side of your mind and focus on the now. With your eyes still closed, bring both hands to your chest in prayer. Bring those hands to your forehead, clarity of the mind. Bring those hands to your mouth, clarity of the speech. Bring those hands to your heart, clarity of the heart. Bow your head into your hands. Softly open your eyes so that you're looking at the tips of your fingers. Smile. Namaste. There we go. I feel quite refreshed after that. I don't know about you, but yeah. That is just a short sort of resettler of the mind, I guess, and that's quite a good thing to start your practice with, to kind of deepen your breath, deepen your mind. Often I only do that for like a minute or 2 minutes or something, when really I should be doing it for longer. But if you ever feel like you need a restart, you can always come back to this video, you can do that little thought process again to start whatever practice you might be doing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm right now going to film a beginner's yoga sequence, so hopefully you'll see that soon. Bye.